Lights, lighting. Good morning, fellow humans. Here we are, the last Friday of the year. And here we are together, whether we know it or not. We're all in this together. That's better, right? Lighting. Got a little bit of a coffee spill. Note, don't use your bonk when the glass is too full. Not a good plan. Okay, or when the cup is too full, because your cup will runneth over. Okay, good. So here we are, Friday, December 27, 2024. Last Friday of the year, we are here at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you on this journey through this life, to prepare for what's next. How do we do that? Well, we do it in three primary ways. Number one is the most important way, is the worksheet down below. Good morning, Watnada Bevy. The worksheet down below that has the advice from expert, the tools that you need to know to use to improve your life, make it better every day, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. That's one way. The second way is the showing up, having it as part of your daily routine. Repetition, going to create habits, unconscious behavior. So if you have an unconscious behavior that's causing you to improve every day, or the result of which is daily improvement, that's a good thing. So it's repetition. And just as you can continue to come here every day, you can do that in other things in your life. Just repetition for the purpose of taking conscious behavior and turning it into something you can do unconsciously. So while you're unconsciously driving the car, you can be consciously solving the problems of the world. And the better you are at driving unconsciously, the better you can be doing things consciously. Or maybe you can do two things unconsciously. You can be driving the car unconsciously and chewing gum unconsciously, or singing along on the radio unconsciously while you're solving a problem in your head. Okay, so coming here every day, the habit of coming here, repetition, is probably the most important skill that we can have. And then the third thing is the sense of community, being with one another, knowing, expecting the other people to show up. And when they do, just a sense of, yeah, hey, good to see you. And now the people who don't show up regularly, who could but don't, that says a lot about them. We have some people that part of their routine, their weekly routine, is when they get online, they will just check in here just to check it off the box of, here's another thing I did. Good. Not all days are great. In fact, we probably don't have any, right, Wada Betty? Any of these podcasts are great, but that's not the point. The point is we're doing it. We're doing it for the purpose of getting better. They're all great. No, well, maybe from a caveman perspective. Maybe cavemen would say, it's magic. It's magic. Okay, our theme of today is keep it simple, gratitude. Gratitude. Not ratitude, not batitude, not schmatitude, complatitude, erratitude. It's gratitude. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in a second. Advice from an 80-year-old. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Today's TED Talk, Ignatius of Loyola rap video. Good one. Good, very good, clever. From the students at Fairfield University in Connecticut. Try to say that with making sounds. Let's see, Daily Stoic. Be a good human. Yeah, that's a good one. Stoicism is not really to help you be more disciplined, control your emotions, be more precise. It's not for that. It's to help you become a better human. Human, as the Ferengis would say. Jordan Peterson has one on be merciful towards yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And let's see. Seth Godin, project product managers. Okay. You might be both. In big organization, project management is a distinct skill. It involves timekeeping, record keeping, and organization. The project manager knows the budget and the deadline and ensures that constituents stay in sync. This is the construction coordinator and the movie producer. The product manager, on the other hand, makes decisions about features, scale, and the final product. The product manager coordinates many inputs and ultimately makes critical marketing decisions because they're deciding what the product is. This is the architect, the movie director, and the real estate developer. In startups, agencies, and scrappy organizations, it's quite likely that one person is doing both jobs. If that's you, it's worth a second to consider if it pays to get better at the one you don't like as much. Managing projects better changed my career. And then there's a video, Untold Lessons of Seth Godin, Best Tactics for Building Remark. Okay, so we should watch that. So become a better project manager to become a better product manager, right? Okay, cool. Daddy-o. Okay, so tonight, what not a bevy, I'm having dinner with Lucy at our favorite place, Claim Jumper. We're going to make claims about that. So, yay for Lucy. It's going to be a great time. Nice. And I will be getting the Crosstrek today. So the Kia is temporarily going to be with Maria. We know she'll take care of it. And then Wadabevi, whenever you is ready to drive, when you figure your cost, when you're spending $600 a month in actual cost and in wasting time, spending time on a bus that could be used more productively. When you find that number exceeds $600, now it's time to get a car, because the car is going to cost you about $600 a month. And all of the little this and that, and you're going to get car washing equipment. You're going to waste time on your car cleaning it and doing stuff like that. So just figure when you're spending $600 a month for transportation and opportunity cost, now it's time to get a car. Exciting, right? Yeah. Okay. Groovy. All right. Gratitude. Let's talk about that. We're 9 minutes in. Let's talk about gratitude. So this is also a Stoic thing. We can spend a lot of time focusing on the things we don't have, on the things we don't let's say, on the things we don't have, on the things we can't have, on the things we did have, past and future. Why? It's easy to focus on the things we had, don't have, and could have, rather than the just being appreciative, having gratitude for what we had and what we do have. Think about that for a second. Gratitude, just expressing gratitude, not expressing any other emotion, going through a day, half a day, an hour, where you express nothing but gratitude. So what would they say in a Buddhist sense about how important is it to express an attitude of gratitude versus regret, anticipation, frustration? And this isn't a be in the moment, just be in the moment. It is what it is. It's an active thing. It's not passive. This is an active thing. So on our daily worksheet, we have the period that's an attitude of gratitude. Think about 3 things that you're happy for. It's extremely vital. Okay, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1,000,000. Having an attitude of gratitude, okay, to reflect with appreciation. So let's take that reflecting, which refers to what? I think most people would say reflecting refers to something that has happened. It's something in the past. I'm reflecting on it. So this is not that is a thing. Let's just now narrow it down. So there's the spectrum of gratitude, right? So we can have gratitude for what happened in the past. We can have gratitude for things going on around us. We can have gratitude for the opportunity to have something happen in the future. But let's just say you carry an attitude, you carry gratitude. So the Christians will say, put on your suit of armor, your armor of God. Put on your helmet, put on your breastplate. So instead of that, put on your cloak of gratitude. That's a good one. I gotta see if so here is my coin from Pastor Tony, Trinity Church, Assembly of God. Put on the whole armor of God. Backside of the coin. So it has the things: helmet, shield, loins, feet, sword, breastplate. Is that what that says? Breastplate? Okay, so I'm saying instead of putting on the armor of God, how about putting on the cloak of gratitude? Yes, I love cloak of gratitude. It's not going to protect you from anything because you don't need to be protected from anything. Too deep. Okay, so advice from an 8-year-old: keep it simple. Gratitude. Just have an active, try it for a little while. Have an active attitude of gratitude, not for the past, not for the future, not for what could be, not for what might be, just the appreciation of, I don't know. Human words fall short. We say that in class when we're really getting deep into Bible stuff. When you find these contradictions in the Bible, rather than come up with this complex answer. The more clear thing is human words fall short. Or you can say, well, at the time the Bible was written, their concept of marriage was different than our concept of marriage. Their concept of immorality was different than our concept of immorality. So we can't take our concept today and apply it to what was said back then, 2,000 years ago. If they use a word 2,000 years ago that's translated, but they don't have the same concept. Morality for Romans was very different than morality for Jews, for example. So when somebody is a Jew speaking to Romans who are converting to Christians and trying to give them instruction, there is challenges with the human words, challenges translating what it is, but also they don't have concepts that are the same. What is marriage today? Marriage has a legal term. Marriage 2,000 years ago was more of we are committed to one another and we're doing certain things, letting people know we are together, we are one. Whereas today, it's more of a legal thing. Are you married or are you just living together? And if you're living together, you're not married, and so you don't meet the requirements of my interpretation of the Bible. But marriage didn't mean the same thing back then. Morality didn't mean the same thing back then. So anyway, gratitude could be one of those types of things, but put on the cloak of gratitude. You're not defending yourself or protecting yourself from anything, just nurturing the presence within, right? Nurturing that, emitting that through your cloak. And let's see what happens. Okay, Wadabevi, how was your day today? I like to say the complicated prayer. Thank you. There's a Anthony Hopkins little video. It's like he's at an AA meeting or something like that. And he's talking to a group of people, and it seems like it's not acting, that it's real. And he's talking about he's in this hurry, he's really busy, he's a busy guy. He meets a Jesuit priest. He gives the priest's name, I don't remember it, gives the name of the priest. He says, this priest, I said to him, look, I'm busy, I'm in a hurry. What is the shortest prayer? What is the shortest prayer that you can convey to me that I can use in times of need? And it's on the internet, so I will have to put a link to that because it's quite funny. Blessed spending time with mom and enjoying Richmond. Okay, cool. So we're 18 minutes in. We've gone 8 minutes over our deadline. We'll take care of that in editing, right? Yeah, okay, good. And there we are. So I hope to get my white Crosstrek today. And then drive up and show Lucy it. So with that, we're going to say Shivas and Shalom. It's Friday, Shivas and Shalom. So we'll say and cut. Cut. Oops. Cut. Bump.